I see my video yesterday has got a lot of discussion going about the standoff in Clonmel, and I just wanted to reiterate my support for all the laymen down there. My heart goes out to you, and I wanted to give some suggestions, some pointers to help you on your mission. Here in Mayo, there was a man called Jim Brown. And one day he called me up and he says, "Robert, we're nursing the church." Now, Jim Brown didn't go do a protest or ask for a church. He went and built his church. He went and built his own church. And he would regularly host different prayer meetings and masses. Priests would come and celebrate. There would be confessions there. Because he said, look, sometimes you'd ask to do something in the church, maybe wouldn't work out, and sometimes you just have to build your own church. Where I hold my prayer meeting on a Tuesday evening is built by laymen. It's not built by the church. Our Lady of Cairns Shrine in Sligo. But I do want to kind of give you another suggestion. If you go up to Derry, there's a large group of men and women in Derry that have the members of the Cursillo movement, and they've done incredible work with the monastery Termabaka. That monastery could have closed years ago if it wasn't for the incredible work of the Cursillo movement. And they run these Cursillo weekends every so often. They have a men's weekend and a women's weekend. And the men's weekend that I was at last year, they had an incredible number of speakers, a lot of lay people, a lot of priests, and they have the support of Bishop Donal in Derry. And Bishop Donal is very dynamic. If you have a proposal, a good proposal, he'll help you out or he'll give you pointers on it. And I do encourage the men in Clonmel, go up to Derry. Go up and do a Cursillo weekend in Derry in Termabaka. And you will see what laity can do, what laity did to save that monastery. If people are not aware, that Carmelite monastery in Derry now has novices, it has vocations, it is growing. And it was from that monastery is where Sister Claire Crockett used to go to have retreats. It has been, it's used very, very, very well. And they built an extension. They built on accommodation onto that monastery, and they provide funds for the monastery. So you can see the partnership there that they built in Derry is really important. And that's why I'm encouraging the laymen in Clonmel, look, go up and see what could be done. Because maybe you could come back with a proposal to open a Cursillo centre in Clonmel. And what is Cursillo at the end of the day? It's introducing souls into the Christian life, the life of the church. And the mission, our mission as Catholics, is to lead souls to union with God. Salvation of souls. It's not just, salvation of souls isn't just, drawing them into a boat spiritually. It is union with God, friendship with Christ, intimate, this intimate union with God that Christ is trying to draw us into. That transforms us, that a friendship that you will never let go. And that's why I'm encouraging the men in Clonmel to leave the church and go up to Derry. You will have the warmest welcome you will find in Ireland in Derry. I can assure you. When I went with that idea in 2022 to do the men's adoration in Ireland and in Derry, it was the Cursillo movement that encouraged me. The likes of Patsy McCallion, Thomas Gallagher, and so many others there, Jim Crossan. Not just fuzzy, yeah, we'll help you. Enthusiastic help. Bishop of Donald McKeown, enthusiastic help. Clergy in Derry, Father Jared Mungan, enthusiastic help. You will find enthusiastic support in Derry, and they will give you ideas and support in how you can renew the faith in Clonmel. And that's why I'm encouraging Clonmel men in that church, that group, go to Derry. Go up and do a Cursillo weekend in March in Derry, and you will see what is possible, to renew the faith. And not just, they will give you some practical pointers as well on maybe setting up a Cursillo centre in Clonmel. Why do I promote Cursillo? That Cursillo format, because it will form small groups of men where you can grow in discipleship with Christ, grow in prayer. When you see what they've done in Derry, they have, done Cursillo weekends, and they go out to Derry and they are bringing people in, forming communities. It is a perfect format. It is a great template. It goes back, decades to Spain, where it was started. You have the likes of Kiko Arguello, who founded the neo-catechumenal movement. All of his work started after a Cursillo. And so, at the core of it, they have, introducing people to this, personal relationship with Christ. Theosis. Deification. That's what's happening. And if you look at the lives of these Derry Catholics in the Cursillo, you can see Christ working in their lives. I mean, they've been walking to Knock for years and years and years. You have the likes of the conversion of Emma Gallagher. She did the Road to the Triumph. You have Claire Crockett, who, would have gone to that Carmelite monastery, Termabacca. She was paid to go to Spain by a Cursillo member. So, guys, I'm just giving you the pointers here, and you will receive enthusiastic reception in Derry. They will lavish you. They will with suggestions, with help, with support. And if you want to get set up in Clonmel with a Cursillo centre, they will help. And then you can go with a firm proposal to maybe use this centre for something else. I don't know. But, let our Lord lead you. And again, I'm just giving you a pointer here on it, because this is where we need to go. We need to, teach the faith to such a way that we are leading souls into that personal relationship with Christ, showing them the living God. Nobody believes in an idea of Christ. Introduce people to the living Christ, who came to teach us, to lead us into that great prayer of the Our Father. I have come to reveal to you your true calling as sons and daughters of God. Anyway, this is my suggestion, and because what I've seen in Derry is something beautiful, especially the work that they put into preparing a Cursillo weekend. And I'm not going to tell you what goes on there, but it's for the simple reason it is very beautiful. It's well prepared. I think that format could work in Clonmel. I think what they're doing, because the laity saved Termabacca in Derry. They did. And you have to acknowledge it. So go up there and see what they're doing. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.